Dajahao, my name is Garrick, and welcome back to Taiwan Lao Wai. Folks, I have made a critical error. I have not eaten a single thing for almost 24 hours. I wish I could explain how that happened, but I guess I just sort of lost track of it. I had dinner early last night because we were doing a work thing, and then I stayed up late and woke up late, never got around to lunch, and then I head into Taipei, which is a lot of traveling, not a lot of time to eat, and now it's almost 24 hours later, and I'm freaking starving. On the bright side, that means I have plenty of appetite for dinner, but whew, not gonna make this mistake again. Anyways, let's take in the scenery a little bit. Like I said, we're back in Taipei, and we are in the north section of Zhongshan District, the part of it that's above the river. Zhongshan District is like a really big part of Taipei overall, but most of it is like the main part of the city, and then there's this one strip of land that's above the Tamsui River, sort of connected to Beitou District. Last time we were in this neck of the woods, I think, was for the National Palace Museum, which, you know, that was really fun. Should probably go back there someday. But the reason we're here today is a lot simpler. We're getting some barbecue. I have had this craving for Texas-style American barbecue for a couple months at this point. I don't know why that, of all things, is what I started getting nostalgic for. I mean, I've never even been to Texas. All my barbecues have been northeastern. But the craving is there regardless, and as luck would have it, Taipei is no stranger to American-style barbecue. So this red and white awning you see here is Ed's Diner American BBQ. You can see that big BBQ sign as well. There are a couple different joints doing this style of barbecue, but this was the most convenient for me because it's open pretty much all day, as opposed to a lot of the others that close between lunch and dinner. From what I've seen of the menu, it looks super tasty, and I'm super hungry, so I think we're gonna get along very well. So join me, please, for my first taste of Texas in Taiwan, because that's how we do things here. I think we're gonna have a feast tonight. I probably should have shown more restraint, but everything on the menu looked so good, I had to try as much as I could. You know, worst comes to worst, I'll have lunch tomorrow as well, so I do not see that as a problem. Worth noting that this place does do reservations, and you might be well served getting a reservation as opposed to just wandering in impromptu like I did. I did get lucky, they did have open space, but that might not always be the case, so if you want to come, probably make a reservation just to be safe. With that said, I'm gonna sit back, relax, and wait for the feasting to begin. Alright, so it begins. We got our lemonade and we got a single hot biscuit. I've had a few biscuits before in Taiwan, but aside from one place that closed down, none of them have quite hit what I really love out of biscuits. Let's hope that changes. Well, let's do the lemonade first, because I am thirsty. That is American goddamn lemonade. Super sweet, super tart. I can taste my arteries clogging and I love it. As for the biscuit, I'm gonna nosh before it gets too cool because you can already feel its warmth slipping away. They got it. That is a good goddamn biscuit. It's fluffy, flaky, it's equal parts sweet and salty. I do wish it were a little warmer. I don't think they warmed it quite as much as they could have, but that's an nitpick. Flavor-wise, this is killing it. And I hope you're ready for madness, because the rest of the food is here. Like I don't even know what to say. Okay, so we got the Pitmaster Combo M, which is ribs and brisket and normally it's hot sausage links, but I was able to substitute pulled pork. Comes with coleslaw, some house-made spicy pickles, some cornbread, which is more of a corn pudding situation here, I believe. And just for fun, we got some bacon mac and cheese as well, and we've got some street corn elote on the way. This is insane. I'm insane for ordering it. Let's dive in. Sorry, these are the biggest goddamn ribs I've ever seen. Like, it's taller than my face. It feels super tender, too. If I don't get started, it's gonna be falling off the bone on me, yeah? Oh, mama. Oh, my gosh. talk. Can I just eat this? Can I just abandon my duty to my video and just eat this? Oh my god. That is so tender, so tasty. I don't know what is in their barbecue sauce, but my mouth is like, I'm trying not to drool. Oh god. Jesus. I'm gonna be licking that sauce off my fingers all night. Holy fuck. I absolutely made the right choice for dinner tonight. Oh my god. I love this so much. Alright, I gotta stop. I gotta try the other stuff or else I'm going to lose my mind. Tell you what, let's take a palate cleanser a bit. Try some of this coleslaw. Okay, yeah, that's good stuff. I prefer coleslaw that is not too drowned in mayonnaise, and this I think has just the right amount of whatever they're putting on it. The most prominent flavor is actually the crispness of the vegetables underneath, which I think is what you want in a good coleslaw. So that's very excellent. Oh, we're off to a great start. Okay, I'm actually gonna try this bacon mac and cheese next because it was piping hot when it arrived, and I think it is best to eat while it is still piping hot. Weirdly enough, good mac and cheese has been one of the hardest things to find in Taipei in terms of like American food. So it's falling off the fork. So let's hope this breaks that curse. I'm gonna be making a lot of very weird gestures all night. I can tell. Christ, that's good. It's got that very iconic, salty, punch you in the face cheese that's almost curdling in your mouth from how salty it is. Like, this is the kind of thing your Texas grandma brings to the potluck and it gives everyone just the biggest food coma in their lives. I don't even know what to say. This is all hitting so hard. It's all incredible. Alright, so, fun fact, I don't think I've ever really had this kind of brisket before. I come from a Jewish family, so whenever we make brisket, it's always, you know, braised for like Hanukkah and stuff like that. I have never had this kind of slow-cooked barbecue melting off the fork brisket before. I do know there's supposedly a fatty part up top and a leaner part at the bottom. I'm just gonna eat both and I'm gonna see what happens. This may be a new religious experience for me. Prayers in chat. Can I convert to Texasism? Is there like a religion for Texas that I can convert to? Oh my god. I am at a loss for words. What is this doing to me? Okay, so that was definitely the fatty part of the brisket because it is like melting away with every bite and it's so savory and it's so just and I can tell this is the lean because I had to take a knife to it to get it off. Oh, alright then, that's a very different experience. That's almost like candied beef with the sweetness and the chew to it. I definitely prefer the fatty, but the contrast between these two is insane to me. Like, look at this web of fat in there, my god. Obviously, I've never eaten Texas barbecue before, so I don't know quite how accurate to the experience this is, but if this is in any way close to the real thing, and it feels like it is, I could go to frickin' Texas already. The fat is melting away, melting away. Alright, Christ, we need another breather. We're gonna try some of these pickled vegetables. I can see we got all kinds in here. We got cucumbers, peppers, carrots. It's a very rainbow medley of vegetables. I always like to see that. Oh, it's got a kick to that, my god. Yeah, those are some good darn pickles. Ooh, good amount of heat, not overwhelming, refreshing, all the same, very vinegary. It's an interesting contrast between those and the coleslaw, because the coleslaw is, you know, so refreshing and just sort of resets your palate, whereas the pickles are sort of a punch of flavor all on their own. I'm sorry, my face is not in frame. We are rapidly reaching the point where I am having trouble filming properly because the food is just that good. How have I never been here before? Oh my gosh. Alright, last but not least, we got this pulled pork. Well, last for the meats at least. I love how it's drowned in barbecue sauce. Oh, boy. Well, that's a different sauce than the one they've used for the other meats, and it's a lot more intense. Just a kick of spice, but also sweet, and sticky, and salty, and this very warm Oh, I'm losing my words again. The flavor's like soaking into my tongue. That is intense. And of course, the pork itself is super tender, as you can see. Everything here is fucking delicious. Okay, before I lose my mind completely, our elote has arrived. I've developed a real taste for Mexican street corn. I think it is my favorite way to eat corn on the cob. Got a good char on this. I like the look of that cheese. Let's give it a try. Solid. It's probably the first thing of the night where I'm not just like, oh my god, I'm so blown away. But it's good. It's decent. You know what's interesting? The elote spice blend they've used on this, I think I might actually have that same spice blend at my kitchen at home. Very familiar flavors. It's like chili, lime, a little bit of cheese. I think I could use maybe just a touch more salt, which is why it's not wowing me as much as the other things, but it's still quite good. You know, maybe it's for the best we got that one thing because everything else is putting me in some sort of coma. It's still the first rib, by the way. I have not yet finished it, it's so big. And last but not least, before you forget, the corn pudding. This is very clever to me because corn pudding like this is very common in Taiwan, so they adjusted the classic cornbread to something that's a bit more local. It's very clever. Let's see how it stacks up. And we are back to being blown away once again, folks. That is, I think, at the perfect middle ground between Texas cornbread and a Taiwanese corn pudding. Because it's not as gloopy as a corn pudding, it's still got that cornbready crumb, but it is a lot more easy to slurp down. Like, there's no dryness in here at all. It just melts in your mouth. It's so sweet. It's got the crispy topping, too. I'm feeling some sort of way right now. Like, I'm not even playing this up for the camera. I am just in awe of the meal set before me. I need to stop filming. That's what it is. I need to stop filming. I just need to frickin' eat. Like, this is how much progress I've made already. Just this much. I'm so far from finished. I am definitely taking like half of this home. It's a guarantee at this point. All right, so be it. I'm gonna nosh what I can. See you when I'm done. Unless I die first.
Many hours later.
Oh my god. I think I managed to get down like half of that monstrosity. I'm gonna be eating this all day tomorrow. This is my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner, which is good because, surprise, surprise, it was not cheap. Filtering in sales tax, my grand total came up to 2,222 NTD. That is not a weekday meal sort of price, let me tell ya. But come on, you know it was worth it. Oh god, I'm in shock a little bit. I'm shaking. That was genuinely one of the most delicious meals I've ever eaten. And you know me, I've eaten at Michelin places, I've eaten at fancy-ass places. This is more than deserving to stand among them. I don't know if that's the standard for Texas barbecue or if this place just does it super duper well, but either way, this will not be the last time I eat here. That's for sure. But it's gonna be some time. I think I need to give myself a good couple months to work off all these calories. I should also mention the staff were really great there too. A lot of them speak English, so we were able to communicate very well. They were very nice and accommodating, helped me through some parts of the menu. So overall, yeah, I cannot say enough good things about Ed's Diner. Fantastic meal, fantastic experience. God bless you all. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope I will survive the ride back home. I may just collapse into a salty, briny, barbecue-y blob before we get back to the city even. For now though, thank you all so much for joining me again at Taiwan Lao Wai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell, share with your friends, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll see you next time. 再见. Bye-bye!